So Arsenal look to avoid a fifth consecutive home defeat in the league for the first time in the club's history when Southampton visit the Emirates on Wednesday evening. In this video, I preview that match. Hello, I'm Richard. Welcome back to my channel. Over and over again, the Positive Arsenal channel. In this video, I'll look ahead to the midweek home fixture against Southampton in the Premier League. I say Arsenal looking to avoid a fifth consecutive home defeat in the league for the first time in the club's history. Just before I do that, I want to make sure that you are subscribing to my channel. If you like what I do, please click the subscribe button down in the corner there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as well. And if you've got any comments at all to make about the game on Wednesday night or anything else to do with Arsenal, please drop them in the comments box below. So this will be the 100th meeting between Arsenal and Southampton in all competitions. And Arsenal have won over half of the previous 99 with 51 wins. There's been 27 draws and Southampton have won 21. Out of Southampton's 21 victories, only 4 ever have come away at Arsenal, and only 2 of those were in the league. That was in 1968, and the last one was in November 1987. It was a 1-0 victory at Highbury with a goal from Rod Wallace. Since then, Arsenal have met Southampton 25 times at home in the league, have won 18, drawn 7, and lost none. Although Southampton have won twice here at the Emirates, in the League Cup in 2014 and also in 2016 as well. Of course, there's been some near misses for Southampton over those 25 games where they haven't won in the league. Going back, of course, to 1988, if you remember a game early on in that season where we ended up winning the title. That was a game, of course, where Paul Davis broke Glenn Cockrell's jaw and ended up with a 9-match ban. Arsenal were actually 2-0 down in that match going into the last 7 minutes, but we did manage to scrape a 2-2 draw thanks to a 95th minute penalty scored by Brian Marwood. There was another 2-2 draw as well where Arsenal came from behind in 2004. That saw Robin van Persie score an injury time equaliser to make it 2-2. And of course, the most recent meeting last season, that also finished in a 2-2 draw with an injury time equaliser from Alexander Lacazette. So they've been close to a victory over the years in the league, but they haven't quite managed one yet. I wonder if this will see their luck change. Of course, last season's game here against Southampton proved to be Unai Emery's final Premier League match in charge of the club before he was finally sacked. So will history be repeating itself? It's a massive game for Arsenal, isn't it? So let's see if Arteta can turn this around, beginning with this game on Wednesday night. So in terms of a predicted lineup, then obviously there's going to be changes, isn't there? We know that Hector Bellerin suspended, Granit Xhaka is suspended, and of course Nicolas Pepe is back from his suspension. So there should be some changes in the team. I also think Arteta has to freshen it up a little bit. Maybe start some of these younger players and rest some of the players who just really have not been performing. I'm not sure what he's going to do. It's going to be a big test for Arteta, isn't it? And it's going to give us a bit more of an idea of what his thinking is and how likely he really is going to be to turn this around when we look at the team selection. Personally, this is what I think he might well do. I think it's going to be Bernd Leno in goal. I don't think there's much doubt about that. I've got a feeling he might play Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the right back position, replacing Hector Bellerin. I think in the centre, he might well go with David Luiz if he's fit, and Gabriel, and then obviously Kieran Tierney at left back. The 2 in midfield, I think that's going to be quite interesting. I think Mohamed Elneny will probably start again. Who's going to be alongside him? I personally think that he would pick Dani Ceballos. I'd be more tempted to put Ainsley Maitland-Niles there and put Cedric Suarez at right back. I'm just not sure Arteta will do that. In terms of the 3 behind Aubameyang up front, again, there's options there, but will he use them? Surely Willian's got to be left out of this game and put Pepe straight back in the side. I know he's not pulled up any trees yet for Arsenal, but neither has Willian, so I would give that a freshen up. I'd put Pepe on the right-hand side. I think Saka should still keep his place on the left. I think he's been doing a steady job there, and he's probably the best that we've got at this moment in time. And then the player in the number 10 role, will Arteta go brave and maybe stick Emile Smith-Rowe there? Surely he can't play Lacazette in that role again. It just doesn't suit him at all. It's not bringing out the best in him, and it's not bringing out the best in the team. So these are the decisions Arteta's got to make. Will he be brave? Will he put players like Balogun on the bench? He's got some decisions to make, Arteta, with this team selection. Let's hope he gets it right. So a score prediction then, it's Southampton are in great form, aren't they? They've only lost one of their last 10 league games. They haven't lost away from home since the opening day of the season. They're playing some great football. This is going to be a big test for Arteta. These are coming to the Emirates actually probably in the best form of all the teams that have come away with victories in the last few weeks. Can we pull off the result and maybe save Arteta his job? I must admit, I'm not convinced that we can. It's going to be a really, really difficult game. Southampton are very organised. They press early. They're going to shut down the spaces. They're not going to give us any time to breathe. And of course, they're dangerous on the counter-attack as well with players like Danny Ings and Che Adams. And of course, Theo Walcott as well. He's the one, isn't he, that an ex-Arsenal player. Normally they come back to the Emirates and score against us, don't they? So wouldn't be surprised if he pops up with one. I must admit, I'm not really optimistic about this game at all. I think Southampton have come in they're coming to beat us, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But this is called the Positive Channel, and it's difficult to stay positive, but I'm going to try with my prediction. I'm going to go with Arsenal 1, Southampton 1. So that's that there then, my preview of the midweek game here at the Emirates against Southampton. It's a really important game though, isn't it? If we lose again, it will say the first time we'd ever have lost 5 consecutive home games in the Premier League. Will that be the end for Mikel Arteta? Or are the club still going to back the process and see if we can turn things around? A lot of big games coming up either side of Christmas with Everton away at the weekend. That's going to be tough as well, isn't it? We then got the Carabao Cup quarter-final tie against Manchester City. And then, of course, we go into the Christmas games, don't we, with Chelsea here at the Emirates and then Brighton away, another bogey side of ours, before we finish the Christmas period with a game away at West Brom. We're going to be desperate for the points as well. So it doesn't get any easier, does it? This is the first of a series of really tough games, but it's important that we put in a performance. This is all about the team selection for me. It's all about whether or not Arteta's going to go brave, freshen it up, play a few of the younger players and see what happens. If it proves to be successful and we get a decent performance and a result, then that's something to build on, isn't it? But if he picks the same players again and again, if William's still in this team, if he picks a Bios in midfield, these are the decisions that are baffling. If he plays Lacazette in a number 10 role, then you have to wonder whether or not this is going to work out for Arteta. We really do need to produce a performance and he needs to pick the right team. So that's it there then. Let me know what you think in the comments. What team do you think he'll go with? What team would you go with? What's your score prediction for this game? It's going to be one of the most difficult games that we could have had at this time. I'm sure Mikel Arteta's not happy with the fixture list at the moment, throwing up this game at this moment in time. Surely we can't lose 5 at home in a row for the first time ever. That would be unbelievable, wouldn't it? And I'm not sure if Arteta could survive that, if we're honest. But let me know what you think in the comments. Stay tuned to the channel. I probably won't be doing a watch-along of this game, unfortunately. I've got a few other things on, but I will be doing a watch-along for the game against Everton on Saturday. And I've got the Positive Arsenal podcast. It's probably going to be Friday. I'm getting an Everton fan coming on as well. All the usual stuff will be on there. Previous meetings, players that's played for both clubs, all that kind of stuff. So tune in for that. That'll be 7 o'clock on Friday. I'll announce all the guests a little bit later on in the week. And also, as I say, a watch along for the Everton game on Saturday. So stay tuned to the channel, lots coming on. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe down in the corner there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as well. And stay tuned to the channel, lots coming up. I'll say ahead of a big game this week against Southampton. Come on, you Gunners!